What's up, creators? Today, we're going to be talking about styling your Web Studio website using design tokens. If you look at any modern website, whether it's Netflix, Facebook, or even Twitter, everything is styled using CSS. Now, with Web Studio, you already have all the power of CSS without needing to write any. And when you start combining this with design tokens, you unlock some true developer superpowers. You can think of design tokens in Web Studio a lot like the traditional classes, just better, as they allow you to visually organize and map different styles to your website without the need to manage or manually rewrite CSS every time you need a design change. The result when using tokens? Well, much faster build times and consistency across all of the styles on your website. We'll cover this first by showing you how to create and apply tokens, how to edit token styles, how to remove tokens, and how you can convert local instance styles into new design tokens to be able to reuse that existing style across any new instance on your website. Let's start off by creating our token. Jumping into the builder, go ahead and select an instance inside of your navigator, head over to style source and name your first token. As we'll be styling a button, let's call this one primary button. Hit enter and you have now created a design token. Does it matter? Not really, because we haven't yet applied any styles to this token. To start applying styles to this token, make sure it's selected within your style source, and then you can begin using any of the visual styling in Web Studio. For this example, let's change the background color to something a little brighter. If we were to then duplicate that instance inside of our navigator, I can do so by hitting Command or Control D. You'll see the duplicate of our instance also pulls across the tokens applied to the original instance. And same thing here, if I change the style of that token, it will also update the style of the original button as they both use the same design token. Now that's the basics of creating a design token. How about editing? Well, let's remove the second link that we created. We'll just work off our first button here. Let's say we wanted to add some additional styling to this button. I'm going to once again select my token from the style sources. I'm going to adjust the radius this time. And I'm also going to apply some effects on a hover by changing the state to hover. I'll switch out the background color to make it a slightly darker color. And I may want to change what this looks like on a different breakpoint. So I can select my other breakpoints and again, apply styles, this time that are specific to the breakpoint that I have selected. Now, the key thing to understand with tokens is that when you're styling a token, you're not styling an instance of your components, you're just styling that token and all of the instances that have that token applied. This makes it really easy to manage changes globally or site-wide, as you can manage the tokens that you've created for more of your global layouts like your primary headings or your primary buttons. Style them in one place, and those styles are then applied site-wide. What if you wanted to have global styles? You wanted to make a change just to one individual instance. To show this, let's again duplicate our link. And on the second link, I'm going to select the local source instead of the token source. I'm going to make a change. Let's say we update the background color from blue to purple, and you see that style has only been applied to this individual instance of a button, as we're applying it to our local style source and not our design token. Now, what if you've gone ahead and added all of your styles to your local style source, but you wanted to reuse those styles more globally across your website? You can also do that by converting your local style source into a design token. Simply select the instance inside of your builder, click on the little drop down beside local and select convert to token. Let's call this version 2. Hit enter and there you have it. You've now converted all of your local styles into their own token. I can then reuse that token on any other element of my page. Let's say I was to select my text here and apply the token version 2. It applies the same styles that I had previously applied with my token. Now this isn't the prettiest look for a headline, so let's go ahead and remove version 2. I'm simply going to again select the little drop down, click the remove button. I'm going to remove it from my second link as well. And actually I'm going to remove it from my project altogether. I don't want to be using this version 2 design token, so I'm simply going to delete it. And that is how to use design tokens. You now know what are design tokens, how to create, edit, and style them, and how you can now create consistent styling across all of your Web Studio websites. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything you'd like to see in a future video. Make sure you follow, subscribe, and enable notifications to stay up to date with the latest Web Studio progress. And in the meantime, I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.